GM. It is February 17th, 2025. Let's take a look at the crypto market today. Let's see what we have going on, possibly what's in store. Starting off with Bitcoin, let's take a look at the daily chart here. We have our bands are bearish. Our market structure is bullish. And our ribbon is bullish and wide. We're currently stuck between the 100 and the 50 period moving averages. Held down by the 50, right above price right here. Pretty much right at the break of structure level. We have the descending trend line that's coming down. Stuck in between the green boxes. Support and resistance. Right now, we're pretty much right in the middle of them. We shall see what happens in the near future here over the next several days. We can possibly get the right reclaim that break of structure level, reclaim the trend line, and off to the high we go. Or we may just be held down by these bands and make a run for the low. Now, right below us is the 100 period moving average. I have said for a couple days now I do have an alert set for there. I'll be looking to get long as higher lows have been forming. Low, higher low. Taking out that liquidity and touching the 100 period moving average there would be a good entry, assuming you can get a chart set up for so. Let's take a look at 4-hour chart. Go down here, 4-hour chart. We have our 4-hour structure is bearish. Our 4-hour interim structure is also bearish, even though the daily is bullish. The bands did flip back down to bearish here. The ribbon is also bearish. So on the lower time frames, lean towards bearish, according to here. Now, you see with this candle, so far in the last 4 hours, 20 minutes left in it, tried to make a run back up. Touched this block right there. And rejected. Seem to be fighting with this trend line here. We broke above it. Broke back below it, and so far it's holding. Now this is a angled trend line, and they don't hold forever. It's not like a true support and resistance. It's more like a guide. So I currently expect price to make a run for the lows. Like I said, right at the 4-hour market structure level, 4-hour break of structure level there. Grab some liquidity off of this wick right in there, which does line up with the 100 period moving average, which is not on this chart. It's a daily. It's in that area anyway. So that's where I'm looking to get long. Take a look at Ethereum. So far today, Ethereum has had quite the run. Ethereum is breaking daily market structure. Of course, we have to wait till the candle closes, another 8 hours away for that to happen. But it's making a run up into the bands. They're wide. The ribbon is neutral currently. We are held down by our trend line, and the 2800 level is still the main level that needs to break, as we have touched it here and here and here. Break through it from below. Same deal, just respecting the line, Today, so far, it tried to break above it, and now we're back down below it. So we shall see. You can see I have a gap fill marked here. It's from a lower time frame. Let's go down and take a look what I have marked. There's your gap fill. Right here. From this 4-hour candle gap. It's also a gap in the 1 hour. We shall see how this candle closes. Currently, we are bullish on the 4-hour structure, but the break of structure level is still forming. So on the 4-hour time frame, we have bearish ribbon. It is wide with these last couple impulse candles here. That's what the blue is. It's an impulsive candle, much more above volume, and the body takes up most of the candle. More body, less wick. So a lot of times those impulse candles do get filled unless it is a breakaway. For instance, you can see some here. This one gets filled. These ones here, they both get filled. They like to get filled. This one here gets filled. So I do expect that to get filled. We shall see with this rejection here. Going back down towards these lows wouldn't surprise me. So that's why I have that level marked as an area of interest. I think it just may hit there. Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Go down to the daily chart, or up to the daily chart, I guess. With today's day, of course, we have a big green day on Ethereum versus Bitcoin, fighting with the bands. Bands are wide. Generally, wide bands don't break and impulse all the way through them. Tend to consolidate as they try. Now, this is because as of right now, Ethereum is up 4% and Bitcoin's almost flat. There's your big difference right there. Plus 4.3% is that Ethereum BTC candle. So as of today, Ethereum is stronger, and the daily market structure on Ethereum versus Bitcoin is bullish. So what's going to happen in the future? Hard to say, because like the trend is down. The trend is definitely down. So I don't know how far it can run. We can have a couple days of impulse here. We can actually have a couple weeks of impulse, and still the trend would be down. Take a look at Solana. Solana is definitely not as strong as Bitcoin or Ethereum. Right here on the daily, we are trying to actually flip the daily market structure from the Trump pump. We're trying that right now. This candle has to close on the daily, but Solana's not looking too good. The interim structure was set yesterday, so this interim structure still isn't confirmed yet. The market structure is, but where the daily breaker structure is going to be isn't yet. So we shall see. The daily bands are bearish. Daily ribbon is still bullish, but it's approaching neutral. We are in the area of support though. Right here, this big green box. It's been an area for quite a while. As you can see, price likes to interact off of that level. So we'll see if Solana here can find some footing and find some support. Going down to the 4-hour. You'll see it's trying. We had that impulse candle. Remember what I said earlier, how impulse candles like to fill? Impulse down, 2 candles later it filled. This one here has not yet filled. Look at this one. This one here came back up, filled up the impulse candle. So we shall see. This one here is yet untested, unfilled. So, but on the 4-hour, bearish structure, bearish bands, bearish ribbon, held down by the red trend line right here, where we tried to break above it. We shall see. You got the yellow trend line. Again, it's just an area that is of interest. So far, like, we wicked below it, but we held it. Here, a couple closes below, held it. Again, like, where is this trend line? Like, really? Is this trend line here? Is it here? Is it here? Like, it's an area. So we shall see. So far, it's trying to hold, but depends. Take a look at Solana versus Bitcoin. Not looking good. Again, market structure bearish, bands bearish, ribbon bearish. Not looking too good, but it is at the bottom of the range. That does seem to act as support. We're at the bottom of the range support. For here, we're also in an area of support. We shall see if Solana can get some footing versus Bitcoin and begin to outperform or not. So yeah, that's today's outlook. Holiday in the United States. So no ETF flows coming in today. Generally, it's a day of less volatility, although so far, Solana down 4, Ethereum rejecting, has had a nice range today for being a closed day in the market, almost an 8% range. That's not too shabby. But we shall see what the crypto market has for store in us. Until tomorrow, GM.